Previously on Stardew.
This is so dumb. Use Tapper. This is beyond stupid. This gotta be the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That is nearly 1 million G just to set this up. I refuse to believe that this is serious. So the other day, I put out a video. It was called I found the worst Stardew Valley guide ever created. Banger video, I thought at least. And this was on a Game Rant article that I found called Stardew Valley. 13 ways to make big money aside from growing crops. And this article was god-awful. It was one of the worst Stardew articles I've ever read in my entire life. They had such genius topics like use tappers, and they wanted you to sell maple syrup. And you know, I went ahead and I tested all these methods. And we came to the same conclusion that we started on, that this is a poorly written article and all of this stuff is fake and made up and none of it matters. You know, it's just kind of a general rinse of Game Rant. And I ended the video saying that they needed to update this, you know, their article is flawed, and that I would help write them the article. Well, I went back to the article the other day, and I noticed the title had been changed. Stardew Valley. 8 ways to make big money aside from growing crops. Now, I thought, this is quite weird. Just a couple days ago, this was called 13 ways to make big money. Then I noticed the updated date. Updated on November 5th. Look at my video. This was uploaded on November 3rd. Curious. So then I thought, do you think it's possible that Game Rant saw my video and then updated their article accordingly? And guess what? My suspicions were deemed correct. I got a DM. Hi, I'm the one who updated the Stardew guide at Game Rant. I'm a lead editor, not the original article author. Any questions, just ask. And now I felt really embarrassed right now because I kind of like, sometimes I forget that my content does not exist in like a vacuum. And I was like, oh shoot. I said, OMG, haha, thanks for reaching out. Hope my video didn't offend you guys. It was all in good fun. Look through the new article. I'm gonna be honest, keep it a buck, chat. Did not look through the new article. He said, not offended at all. It's standard procedure for us to update and refresh articles for accuracy, patches, and more. My thought was, okay, there's no patch in which this information would have been accurate, but irrelevant, okay? They're nice people, all right? Stop the slander. Your video brought this one to our attention, so we put through the process. Enjoy your week. Am I a celebrity? Because I have influence. Buy the dip, am I right? Let's put all of our money into mommy coin, am I right? Now you brought in valuable clicks and they're gonna get promoted. Yeah, honestly, if this article is even worse than the other one, honestly, that's kind of W Game Rant. That's kind of a W. If this article is way worse, because then I'll make another video about it. So really, I'm just giving Game Rant free advertisement at this point. Honestly, they should be thanking me. And now that I think about it, they did thank me. All right, let's jump into this. Everyone knows that farming comes first in Stardew Valley. This part looks the same. However, there are other methods of gaining a lot of gold in Stardew Valley. Ooh, okay, typo. All right. First thing I'm putting down in my notebook. Okay, there's no space here. All right, I'm putting that down in my notes. Are not as obvious as farming. Many of these other money-making tips are most useful in the winter when players cannot depend much on their crops. That's a good point. That's a really good point. However, they should not be ignored in other seasons. A lot of these activities are worth a farmer's time if they want to be rolling in gold. Whoa! Update on November 5th, 2022 by the Game Rant team. Thanks to those who point out the ways this article could be improved. It's a really nice way of saying thanks to the asshole who rinsed us publicly. They said it in a very nice way, though. We've rewritten most of it to keep it up to date and in line with our current standards. Good luck out there, farmers. That was really nice. He could have very easily messaged me, you freaking vapid hog, and he didn't. You know, he sent a really nice message. I appreciate him at least on that. All right, so originally the reason I was brought into this in the first place was because the first point they put in was use tappers, and they suggested this whole method in which I would like be selling maple syrup, which even if you have artisan, even if you have a million other things, it's never worthwhile. And we tested it, and we determined that even if you covered an entire beach farm in tappers with maple syrup, you would still get, it would take like 7 harvests for it to be worth it. Use tappers for kegs and other machinery. You got me all revved up. And you said that this article was different. And yet I'm sitting here and I'm still seeing the same 2 dang words. Okay? All right, Game Rant? I got my eye on you, all right? I'm not gonna let you off easy, all right? Just because your team has been incredibly nice to me, I don't care, all right? That doesn't change my opinion. Tappers are small objects placed on trees to produce various products, including maple syrup, oak resin, and pine tar. While these items are not profitable on their own. My influence, chat. Where's the hyperlink? Where's the hyperlink? youtube.com/c/ShawneeDo. While these items are not profitable on their own, okay, they listened. They're necessary for making kegs and other machines. See, now this is what they should have said in the first place. Because I always thought, that's what I even said in my original video, like, in the original one, it just said sell a bunch of maple syrup. I was like, why would you not just use, like, using kegs is good. Kegs can help you make wine and juice, which are two of the most profitable items in the game. They're needed to make mead, two profitable artisan goods that you can make without growing crops. Okay, there must have been a loss in translation here, but it's fine. This is a good tip. Fortunately, building a sustainable number of kegs can be annoying because oak resin can be hard to farm. Don't I know it? I covered an entire farm with maple syrup. While stone, wood, and other basic resources are farmed all the time, tapping trees is not as immediately obvious, especially for new players. By ensuring enough tappers are made and used early on, farmers can build up quite the supply and build kegs to their heart's content. Additionally, maple syrup!
Off from now until December 22nd with my link, ridge.com/ShawneeDo.
Don't get back on the maple syrup thing, Game Rant. Can be used to make bee houses. Okay, saved. And pine tar can be used to craft looms. Both of which can also make more artisan goods for a decent chunk of change. You can also trap trees at the bus stop. Good tips! W Game Rant. Big W. And you know what else is a big W? Ridge Wallet, the sponsor of today's video. For years, I carried around this big, bulky wallet that took up a ton of space in my pockets. But now I use the Ridge as it's thin, lightweight, and easily fits in my pocket without all the bulge of a normal wallet. It could not be easier to access all of my cards in a stylish way. And they've also got the slim new key case for compactly carrying your keys around. Go to ridge.com/ShawneeDo for up to 40% off your order. Link is in the description down below. Ridge.com/ShawneeDo. Next tip, fish for the big catch. All right, I'm with it. Not all fish are best for selling raw, but some are certainly worth catching. Catfish are popular to sell raw and can be caught in spring and fall during rain. They can sell for between 200 and 300 gold. Fish in the mines also sell for a pretty penny, such as ice pip and lava eels. Okay. Of course, the legendary fish sell for thousands, but there's only one of each. Okay. Even when fish don't sell for much on their own, some dishes that use fish can be worth a lot. In fact, some of the best fishing rewards are not even fish themselves. Okay, this part is all exactly the same. Still a good tip. Some fish aren't worth much by returning to sashimi. They hit us with the sashimi tips, guys. Okay. Number 6 of 8. Use bee houses. Now, I said in my last video, guys, I'm not a bee house guy, but I respect the bee house sentiment, okay? Honey isn't the most profitable item in the game. That's what I said. Guys, are you seeing this right now? Are you laying your eyes upon this? But it's pretty decent, and it basically takes no effort to make. Sitting on my tombstone, me, right next to me, Game Rant, okay? We're bonded for life, okay? You see them picking up my hot tips, chat. Okay. Also, wait, I just realized that implied that Game Rant's gonna die, but I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it like that, okay? All right? That's not how I meant it. Okay, you guys knew what I meant. Though this guide is about money-making methods other than growing crops, it's extremely profitable to place a single flower near the bee house. If the flower is grown, when the honey is harvested, tidy 600G. Great tip. Great stuff. Great stuff. Short, sweet, to the point. 5 out of 8 make caviar. One of the newer features introduced into Stardew Valley is fish ponds. This allows players to keep their choice of fish in a controlled environment and gather roe from them. Roe then can be placed in preserve jars, which can turn to aged roe. The artisan good is decently profitable alone, but the big bucks come from making caviar. This is, in a sea of W's, this is like a, it's not even L, it's like an N, like neutral. But, you know, for a casual player, it's a good tip, okay? Put gems and crystallariums. Bro, this screenshot has me emotional. This took time, man. Look at this. Look at these tips, okay? They're putting shit on the bus stop, my friends. Crystallariums are a machine built from blah, 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 blah. These machines duplicate any gem placed inside infinitely. All right, guys. If they hit us with the J tip, if they if they say that you got to put jade in crystallariums to trade for staircases at the desert trader, I'm gonna get game and rant tattooed on my back, okay? Left shoulder blade game, right shoulder blade rant, okay? If not, it's fine. One of the best choices is diamonds, which sell for 750G. Though they do take 5 whole days to duplicate in a crystallarium. However, they sell for 975G with a gemologist present, making them one of the most expensive items in the game. Unfortunately, prismatic shards cannot be placed into the crystallarium. Well, this is still a W, okay? I just, like, it was, like, our moment to turn from friendship love to romantic love, Game Rant. But it's okay. This is still a very good tip. This screenshot has blown me away. Because I feel like people always forget that you can place stuff here. Look, they've even got the routing around Pam's schedule. Okay? All right. Next up, 3 out of 8, make artisan goods. Speaking of the artisan profession, artisan goods are extremely, extremely profitable. Look at this! They put a whole ass table in here. Damn. I got a goddamn table in here. Damn, Game Rant, you're just too impressed. Okay. While most wine, juice, and pickles and jelly are made from crops, you can make them without ever growing a crop. Many forageables can be placed into kegs, preserve jars to make items too. Oh, okay. I'm liking these tips so far. These tips are really winning me over. All right. Truffles can be one of the most efficient items for making a gigantic fortune via artisan goods. Truffles are dug up by pigs that are allowed outside, that won't go outside in winter or when it rains. It's not uncommon for pigs to find more than 1 truffle per day, and they can be turned into truffle oil, which sells for a massive profit. Oh Lord. Are they about to talk about the gatherer profession? Are they about to bring up the gatherer profession? Truffles themselves sell for $6.25. Add in the right professions, and entire empires can be built on truffle oil. The artisan profession alone bumps the price of truffle oil up to $1,491 per batch. On top of this, truffles are considered a forage good, meaning the gatherer profession double harvest them, and botanist obscures they're always iridium quality. Iridium quality truffles that aren't processed into truffle oil sell for 1,1250 G. All right, we got 2 left. Aged wine and casks. Great tip. Great tip. Yo, this is kind of nice with the potted plants, with the mixed seeds. Okay, I've never seen this before. Kind of interesting. Wine is already one of the most profitable things to make in the entire game. However, it's a wise idea to throw a bunch of it in casks to age up and sell for even more. Casks can be placed in the farmhouse basement, which is the final upgrade available, blah, 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 blah. Yes, put some stuff in the basement. Each of these goods take a different amount of time to rise in quality. For those looking to really avoid growing crops for profit, it's also extremely worthwhile to place cheese and goat cheese in casks before selling it. Great tip. Great tip. Okay. The last time we did this, guys, on the last article, all right, the last tip, the strongest one of all, was to sell extra resources. That was the last tip. They encouraged us to sell wood and stone. Okay? That was what they hit us with last time. And it was a true low. It was a true low. And, you know, we were getting to points where we were trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, and then we got hit with a fat one of those, and we really lost our way. So this last one, it's time for the redemption tour, okay? Game Rant, you've already won my mind, but now it's time for you to win my heart. Choose the right professions. Okay, okay, no, you know what? Let's read. It seems right. It seems right, okay? I'm with it. We've mentioned some professions throughout this article, and that's because they really shouldn't be underestimated when building your empire. The right profession, blah, blah, blah. Some of the best choices for professions when making money that aren't crop growing as follows. Okay. Oh, this is for non-crop growing tips, all right? Let's see what they say. Let's see what they got to say. Gatherer. This is unlocked at foraging level 5. With this profession, there's a 20%, the truffle tip. This includes the mighty truffle. Yeah. Yeah, it does, Game Rant. Yeah. Yeah. This choice is choice. This is botanist. Okay, this is the same as the truffle tip. This is the same thing that I said before, but still a good tip. That doesn't take away from that fact. Artisan. Okay, we love artisan. Gemologist. This is a choice at mining level 10 if geologist was chosen at mining level 5. This profession increases the prices of all gems. Okay, this is just information. Good information. This profession is an absolute killer when paired with crystallariums. Shit, Game Rant, you're an absolute killer, okay? Fisher level 5, fishing and angler level 10. This gives you a boost. Pirate! They're out here mentioning pirate, chat. If you choose Fisher at level 5 fishing, you'll be able to choose between the aforementioned angler profession or pirate. While angler is more consistently profitable, pirate can also be pretty great if you're lucky. I'm a pirate guy, but I respect the grind either way. This profession doubles the chance of finding treasure while fishing, which includes some pretty expensive finds. It's truly beautiful, chat. And I'm blown away. They had the big tips. They had the little tips. They had some obscure stuff. The Gatherer Truffle? I'm blown away. To my boy Michael. And all of the editors over at Game Rant. This is the most massive W that I've ever seen. This article was changed literally within 2 days of me making my video, which is kind of insane. So, shout out Game Rant. Big shout out. Massive W. And I feel ashamed that I even offered to rewrite this article because I could have never in a million years have created such a top to bottom masterpiece as this. I hope that everyone can agree. I don't think I was very rude in my original video, but we're just having a laugh. And they said they thanked me. I hope that it was all with love because that was all my poking fun at was. And yeah, shout out these people for going and actually changing the article. I think that's kind of awesome. So big shout out to them. I'll definitely be checking out some of their other stuff. Ding!